Oh, it's a nice sunny winter day here. I figured, why not come out and see what they got for sale.
Not a question of enough, pal. It's a zero-sum game. Somebody wins, somebody loses. Money itself isn't lost or made, it's simply transferred.
Here's a nice T800 tri-drive. Not a big fan of the black wheels, but I like the moose catcher and the poacher lights on the front there. Princess Auto knobby. Oh. 114,000 clicks. Yeah, this thing's pretty new. Like blue lights. Yeah. Nice sleeper. It's a sign of someone that keeps their truck in good shape. Yeah. Nice. Big old star. You can tell it's a air ride cab. It's sitting down on the bags. There they are there. So as it would inflate, this would rise up, and then of course the shocks try and damp it down. Oh, that's a nice. Is this T600? Anteater? No, this might be an 800 as well. Yeah, big tri-drive. Ugh. Yeah, you'd think they would have threw a new steering wheel on it before they sent it to auction. Just wore right out. Sunroof, nice. Yeah, someone's got this seat aired right to the top. Decent Kenworth. So you can see with that sloped anteater, or some people call them curb sniffer hoods, allows you to see a little better when you're out in the bush. But I still prefer the look of a nice straight square extended hood. But a lot of people like these anteaters. They're nice too. Spent the time to polish the tanks up and the wheels, but didn't bother to throw a new steering wheel on there. Yeah, you gotta wonder sometimes. There's a nice W9 long hood, polished up moose catcher on the front. Oh, that's a nice truck. Aerodyne cab. Obviously a newer one because of the DEF. And it can run in California, look at that. Well, that's cool. The upper bunk, it's got the Kenworth stitched into it. That's nice. Even got drink holders. Oh, smart wheel. Haven't seen this before with the, it's like the newer Fords. Got all your controls on there. It looks like you even got the, I assume that's the Jake. Yeah, probably 1, 2, and 3rd level Jake. That's kind of nice. So you can just hit it and turn it on and off. Cool. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if that's ether. Looks like a spray and it says start, so I wonder if that's an ether injection button. Just like in the old trucks. I didn't think they still had that. It's cool. That's a good looking Kenworth. I wonder which one was parked here. That doesn't look very good. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. The brake pots are sideways. I haven't seen that before. Must be a new design. Typically they're in line with the wheels. That's some fancy new braking system. Big old star. Interesting cutout there for the window. Oh, big DD15, DD Speed Shop, Detroit diesel. And a homemade paint job. I don't know if you can see it in there, but orange peel for days. Reminds me of the front of the Bunk on Snowman. Yeah. Oh, how are they gonna know it's a Volvo? Oh, what do we got here? Pete, newer headlights, and short hood, so it's probably a 388, I'm guessing. Yeah, lots of plastic in the interiors. Kind of like the 379s with the wood. Well, it's the wood thin veneer that they put on there, but it still looks nicer than the plastic. A little loose. Yeah, adequate. At least it's a stand-up bunk. Doesn't look as good from the outside, but it's easier to put on a pair of pants in the morning. Could use some polishing. Little 22.5s. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Oh, this must be the exhaust pipe for the bunk heater. I needed one of those. So it just bleeds a little bit of, sucks in a little bit of diesel fuel and burns it, and then sends heat up into the bunk, and then just exhausts it that way. I was actually looking to get one of those for my truck. For when I go to the Let's Go show and it's cold, so I don't have to idle it all night. Yeah, so this actually is a dual exhaust, but looks like the pipe was crushed in that homemade bracket. Maybe that's how they're able to get it through this opening. But at least it's a dual stack, not like those new W990s. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Big old 379. Or no, is it? No, 389. He's going for the old school look though. He's got the double J brackets and the 359 style headlights. And blade bumper that's been hit the odd Bambi. Oh, this is nice. So that's what I was talking about with the wood veneer. Hey, same pedal. That's on my 359. It's funny how they never changed it. Yeah. Big bunk. Spend 50 grand on a truck and you get a free gauge. Well, this is a 389 hood. This thing's probably gonna go for 70 grand or more. How many miles on it? 1.6. Well, that's kilometers for my American friends, so 1,000,000 miles. Yeah, big old drop visor. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah. He's even got a little fridge in here. Right on. Put your road beers in there. Just kidding. Don't want to drink and drive. You might hit a bump and spill your drink. And that's interesting. It's like a plastic chrome bumper. I wonder if it's just a... Yeah, it must just be a chrome skin that goes on there. Huh. Nice. Yeah, good looking Pete. We got a yellow banana star. Oop. Yeah, this thing's high. It's almost like a C5 honey. Up this high. Classy shifter extension. Oh, it's even got a microwave.
Which I've warmed in the microwave.
Must have a heck of an inverter to pull that off. Yeah, never been a big Western Star fan, but they're not bad, I guess. If one were so inclined. Old Intersmational. Prairie dog. Oh, here we go. Look at this mean old Pete. Look at that moose catcher. 379. Oh yeah. Straight cut. Extended hood. Driver using E-logs. Yeah. Sure he's not very happy about it. Wait a minute. This truck looks awfully familiar. Have I seen this one before? Yeah. This is the same Pete that I saw in my previous On the Hunt episode. Yeah, she's a fixer-upper. So I wonder what happened. Maybe the buyer didn't come and pick it up. Yeah, I remember the lights under there. Hillbilly. Yeah, so we've already taken a look at this truck. I wonder what happened. Or maybe the person that bought it thought it wasn't worth what he paid and figured he'd send it to auction again. Yeah, how about that? A little bit of rust. It's getting hard to find these 379s in decent shape. A lot of guys are grabbing them and redoing all the drivetrain and freshening them up. And they're going for a pretty penny. I've been watching them on Kijiji. Yeah, that's right, with the 6 air horns. And they're still, even in rough shape with 2 or 3 million miles, they still go for 60, 70 grand. They're really starting to hold their value. A lot of guys want them because you're grandfathered in and you don't have to run the E-logs. So it's worth dropping 60, 70, 80,000 bucks into them and then you got a good truck. But this one needs a bit of work. Good project truck though. It's too bad I don't have 4 stalls in my garage. Star International. Oh, there's another Pete. Little short hood. Lots of chicken lights. Oh, it came from the Yukon. Oh, what a tiny little fuel tank. Yeah. Oh, it smells like smoke in here.
Mostly Maui Wowie, man.
30,000 hours. This truck's seen some miles.
Burn that seat.
Be a good project truck, but I bet you there's a reason this one's coming to auction. Oil sprayed, probably an oil seal's gone. Ugh. She's a fixer-upper. Somebody's painted over this before. Oh, an old Freightliner. FLD. Oh, look at that aerodynamics. Just lets the air go right around the bunk. Time for a new seat. Yeah, 98,000, probably 1.9. Ah, nice. Old school glitter. Yikes. Looks like the mice have been up there and stuff's starting to fall down from all the nests up top. Yeah, probably a little bit of hantavirus in this truck. Yeah. No thanks. See, this will be one of the new ones with the E-logs to keep it from driving too many hours and going too many miles without following the rules. Cascadia Evolution. Oh, fancy. Actually, never been in one of these trucks, so I gotta come take a look. At least got a 13 speed in it. That's cool. That second bunk's way up there. Yeah. Definitely creature comforts for the drivers. Mirrors down on the fender there. Yeah. You can keep it. Uh-oh. That ain't good. I'm gonna get out of here. I guess we're going out the passenger side. There's no door handle. Only at auction do you find the beauties. Okay, what else in this row? Anything worth looking at? Oof. What an unfortunate color.
That's terrible.
Yeah, nothing too special. Oh, there's a bead hiding back there. Let's go look at that. Nice little short truck, all polished up. 388, I'm guessing. You never go wrong with black and chrome. It always looks good. Oh, the little train horns on there. This could be a good gravel truck. Nice 18 speed in it. A little over $1 million. 41 liters per 100. It's about double what my F350 is. But it's probably still better than what my 359 Pete is getting. One thing I do need is that upper mirror on all my trucks. Do you know what that is? That's a stack mirror, so you can see how much coal you're rolling when you really put your foot into it. That's interesting. This must be a Mack, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's the Bulldog. A Mack Titan. I've seen that air cleaner configuration before. That's new. and the square DEF box. Holy cow, this thing's high. Guess that's why you got another handle on the door. Proper 18 in it. Nothing wrong with that. Huh. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's quite a work truck. I like the Longhorns on the seats. Huh. And the Bulldog floor mats. Mint. It's on bags. Isn't that neat? That even the new Macks still have top loader diffs. That was very common in the old Camelback suspension. Just a top loader diffs. Very rare. I haven't seen this very often. You'd see a lot of the old Macks having top loaders, but I didn't know they were still making those. They're a Rockwell, or oof, could use some new tires. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see something different. Look at all these banana Kenworths. T600 anteaters. Wonder if it's for sale or if he's just dropping something off. Yeah. Nice straight pipes. That's how a truck's supposed to sound. And there's no old iron. Everything's 90s. Not even that many 90s. Well, here's an old Western Star. The Canadian intakes, but there's nothing from the 70s. Usually there's at least one old truck here for me to look at and dream over. Old Star with a deep reduction. I like the picker on the back. Whoa, it's icy. So that, folks, is what you call rust jacking. And that is very severe. So what's happening here is there's an inner channel and an outer channel, an outer frame channel. And you get dirt and salt and crap in behind there. And it just starts rusting and it builds up more and more rust and it jacks the two frame rails apart. And typically what you see when it gets this severe is you can actually, it'll start to crack. Well, we can't see it because of the fifth wheel plate they got on there. But what'll happen is it'll actually crack out the outer channel. And again, my understanding with the CVIP boys to make this truck legal to run is you can't have more rust than the thickness of the frame rail. So that's probably 5 or 6 times as thick. So there's no way you're getting this thing CVIP'd. Probably best just to have a cut-off frame and start over and weld something new on there. But that's an interesting support as well. I don't know if that's homemade or factory. It must be factory, but that's different. Never seen that before. Yeah, a little bit of rust. And then what we got here? An old Bulldog. Oh, how much safety? All of it. It's actually tilted down, so I have to hold on to get in here. Use some upholstery on the seats. Huh. I've never seen an 18 like that. Must just be for for Macks, but I kind of like it. There's your air conditioning. It's even got Dayton's on it. My favorite. Yeah, Dayton's in the front, no less. Yeah, an old beauty. Some gravel trucks here. We got a Pete hiding on the end here. Maybe go take a look at that one. 379 short head. The 4 horns on the roof and big old moose catcher. And the big peg-sized tires in the front. Oh yeah. Got a nice quad axle wagon to go behind it, and I'd be in business. Let's see what we got under the hood. Yeah. Big old cat. Could use a 2-can rebuild. The oil doesn't look too bad. They probably did an oil change before they brought it here. Yeah, let's see if she'll sing for us. All right, let's see if the PTO works. There we go. Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, that takes me back. Cool. How dare you? Oh, it looks like it was converted. It had probably a high-rise, high-bunk sleeper on it, and they converted it to a day cab and riveted in. They didn't even use huck bolts, they just used rivets to rivet in this panel. The day cab company actually sells these conversion kits to take your old sleeper truck and make it into a day cab work truck. And they probably threw this box on here. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind a gravel truck. Go back to my roots. Start hauling for Lafarge or one of the local pits. Be a good retirement gig. Yeah, the only problem with what they did there, taking the sleeper off, is they still got the high roof cap on the cab. So it doesn't look quite right. You'd need to cut all those huck bolts off and get a flat top roof put on there to fix that. But yeah, that's a decent looking gravel truck. Oh, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Unreal. A hood 379. Oh, as I get closer, the paint is pretty rough. Orange peel and box liner Oh, look at this. Someone's a fan of Harleys. He's got subwoofers and everything. Oh, this would be a nice project. Boy, that's quite the shifter. It's taller than the dash.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
Nice. And what do we got for an engine? Big old cat, 4 1/4. Nice. Oh, we got Jake brakes. And we got oil. Let's see if she'll sing for us. $19.94, $34.06. Digging the pipes. Okay. Oh, dead battery. Okay, we'll have to call the yard guys and see if they can give it a boost. A little charging station going. That sounds more promising. I don't know if this truck's gonna go. Oh, there she goes. Oh, look at that old cat. How dare you? Oh, that is nice. Listen to that. Sweet old cat fur. Oh, even rock guarded the double J's. That's a crime. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. Looks decent. Quite a gap there. Looking for the bigger Detroit engines. I guess it is an extended hood, and this same block, similar block, fits in my truck. Well, that's interesting. He put a bracket there in the middle and just welded it to the Y pipe to support these big picket elbows. I need to do something like that as well. I don't think the upper and lower brackets are adequate enough over time to hold these ridiculous pipes, because they're heavy. Ask me how I know. It's got a little bunk heater. Definitely use that. Oh, that paint. I may not be a body man, but I don't know if you can see that in the light, but I've seen oranges smoother than that. Sure didn't put a lot of effort into the paint job. But I'd still buy it. Interesting fuel pedal. What kind of oil we got? Decent. 400K, probably 2.4, maybe even 3.4. Peterbilt of North Bay, Ontario. That's okay, Peterbilt, we won't hold that against you. Well, I'm going to be curious what this thing goes for. My worry is it's going to look too nice on the web. It'll look too nice on the web, and someone probably from the States is not gonna know how rough the bodywork is, and it's probably still gonna go for 60 or 70. But I'd definitely buy it for 40.
On to number 368. Let's go again. And down here, let's go. They got 100,000 in the pot. Hey, 100 here now, 100. Hey, 100, ding, 100, 100, ding, 150. Hey, to be down 75 here, down 75 here now, 100. Hey, on 75 here now, a quarter. Hey, 125 here now, 1 here now, 1 quarter, 125, 1 quarter. Hey, 125, 1 here now, 1 quarter. Hey, 125, 1 quarter, 125, hey, 125. Hey, 100, 1 quarter, 110. Hey, 110, 110, 110. Hey, 100, ding, 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 110. Hey, 100,000. Hey, 100, ding, ding, hey, 110, 110, 100, ding, 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 110. Hey, 110, 110. We all done. Hey, 110 pounds a day, 110. Nice looking clean unit here. 110, 105, 105.
No, it isn't. Nice looking.
105 pounds a day, 100 bid, 102 pound last chance,
From a distance.
125, 125, 125, 75, 1575, 15 down 75, 75, then 5 here, 75, 15, then 7 down 75 here, now 75, yes or no, 175, 175, 105 here, 7 down 175, 1 down 75, 75, 18, the 12, 5, 110, 12, then 1 10, 2 down to down 500, 10, 12, 5, 1 10, 12, 5, then 10, 2 down to down 500, 12, 5, 1 12, 5, then 2 down to down to 500, BC, what do you say, yes or no, 1 12, 5, 1 10, but we're not cutting any lower, 110, 112, 5, yes or no, 1 10, 12, 5, then 1 10, 12, 5, 112, 5, 110, 112 down to 500, 5, then 12, 5, 112, 5. Sold for 110,000. Buyer 73528. 73528. And moving on to number 369 now.
He's gonna be disappointed.